Hi, we're here with Crossrope Trainer Chad. How's it going today?
It is going great.
It's a pretty nice day for a photo shoot.
It is phenomenal here in North Carolina, here fall weather.
Yeah. How many photo shoots have you been to with Crossrope?
This is actually my second photo shoot with Crossrope. I think since 2020, it is my 6th time coming to North Carolina from Utah for the purpose of Crossrope.
Nice. And how long have you been with Crossrope?
Since June of 2020.
Do you remember the first time you ever used a Crossrope?
Yeah, the first time I ever used a Crossrope was April of 2017.
And how was that?
I was trying to learn the crisscross. That's one of the moves that a lot of people pick up the jump rope, they want to learn, and I could not get that crisscross. I was looking up YouTube videos, I came across the jump rope dudes. Every one of their videos they say, by the way, this video is sponsored by Crossrope. So I heard that enough, I had to look up the YouTube video about Crossrope, and ironically Dave Hunt came on. He was promoting and unboxing a limited edition set. It had the 3-pound rope in there, and when I saw that 3-pound rope, that was a rope I wanted to get. I wanted to flex my muscles with that thing, and so I ordered right away, and that was the first set I had, was a limited edition heavy set.
That's amazing. Could you show off some of your crisscrosses now?
Now, crisscross is walk in the park.
Those are speedy. Nice. And what were you doing before you joined Crossrope?
Before I joined Crossrope, I was working for the local transit authority in Utah. We had some on-site fitness facilities, so my lunch break consisted of going into those fitness facilities and losing weight.
Pretty cool. And how did you realize you wanted to get into doing something in the fitness industry?
I think I'm always one that has to learn by seeing people do it first and then doing it myself. So I was getting on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I was looking up fitness accounts that showed you proper form for dumbbell lifts, for bench press. And then they give you workout ideas. The things that I liked the best were full workout videos because I wanted to see how these influencers were on their last round, on their 10th rep. So I was looking for a lot of those channels. And as I started posting into the Crossrope Facebook group myself, I found myself posting full-length workouts so that people could see the same thing that I like to see.
Cool. And do you mind if we walk around this venue a little bit?
Yeah, no problem.
What's your favorite part of your job or what you get to do at Crossrope?
I think one of the favorite things I like to do right now is the product testing. So our CEO, David Hunt, it's become such a large company. He's doing so much behind the scenes that product testing has been one of the things that is a lot harder for him to do. So he'll send the product new releases to Jenica and myself. The Vinny Jumps beaded rope for one. We had this in our hands months prior to its release. We were testing it out from our beaded rope experience that we'd had in the past. There were a few minor adjustments that we had to make and report on. Same with the amp handles. Those we had 6 months prior to them being released to the public. We had a very big hand in the app features like the targets that you see in the workouts and how those were formulated. So that's been one of the most rewarding things, is seeing it initially as a prototype and then how it moves into production.
Well, that's amazing. We get a lot of great feedback on our products and apps, so you guys are doing an awesome job. And who would you say is your hero?
Ooh, this one's a tough question. I don't know if I have any heroes personally, but I'm a big sports-minded guy, so I've always just looked up to professional athletes. Chipper Jones has been one of my favorite heroes in my life. I like to read a lot of biographies from retired sports icons, and a lot of those end up being pretty motivational.
Cool. And do you have a favorite comic book character?
I don't. I looked at this question and I really thought back, and as a kid, I wasn't into the comic books, the video games. I was outside. I was playing baseball, I was playing football, basketball. I was so sports-minded growing up.
Okay, if you had to choose one sport, what would it be?
Baseball.
Baseball, nice. Okay, and let's move on to the health and wellness question. So, what time do you wake up each morning?
6 days out of the week, my alarm wakes me up at 3:55 a.m.
Oh my God.
3 of those days, it's pounding an energy drink in the hot tub, preparing myself for an awesome workout. The other 3 days, I'm getting on a train to go to the office to my other job. And then one day I allow myself a sleep in, which ends up being 7 a.m. when my kid gets up on the dot.
And what's a non-negotiable part of your daily routine?
Non-negotiable part of my daily routine is picking up that jump rope. I think I've picked up the jump rope every single day this year.
Nice. And what are top 3 staples that you keep in your fridge or your pantry at all times?
I go once a week to a health food store and I get a mix of energy drinks. Some people live on the coffee. For me, I don't really like hot drinks, so you're gonna find a mix of energy drinks in my fridge. Some of them that may have electrolytes, some of them have creatine, so I kind of look at the ingredients, but you know, the flavor ends up being important. I generally drink 1 energy drink a day, and then like a lot of fitness influencers, you're probably gonna find a box of protein bars in the pantry every day.
Nice. And do you have a favorite pre-workout snack?
Pre-workout snack, in the mornings I'm generally working out in the fasted state, otherwise just that energy drink, so just a little caffeine to get me going. And then after my workout is usually a little bit of creatine followed by a protein bar.
Nice. And do you have a favorite Crossrope product?
This one has changed over the years. I used to always say that the half-pound rope was one of my favorites. As I post videos on social media, I feel like the half-pound rope, being that it's white, shows up pretty well on camera, whereas a black rope tends to disappear in the background. But with AMP, as we have those numbers that really show your progression, show you how you've improved, I have gravitated towards the quarter-pound rope because it's that rope that I work the speed and I really push that rope to its limit.
And talking about that, do you have a favorite jump rope exercise or trick you can show us?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest tricks that people like to learn once they start learning tricks is probably that mic release. It's the one that turns heads in the gym. You start using a rope and people want to see that move again. When the rope leaves your hand, you catch it, you can jump over the rope. So I think that's one of the highest mountains you can climb when you start learning tricks, is that mic release.
And what's one thing you would say you can't live without?
One thing I can't, the Atlanta Braves baseball team.
And last question, do you think you could beat Dave in a double under competition?
Ooh, over the years, Dave and I have competed in many competitions. Double unders is one that he has had my number on. I've seen him do over 500 double unders with specific ropes. But I think if we had to go right now head to head, I think I got him.
Well, I guess we'll have to see about that. Maybe we'll have a double under competition later today. Thanks for your time.